my bro.
It's not every day a Grammy Award-winning artist cooks, you know, me breakfast, but you know.
Is this breakfast? Is this considered breakfast? Or
I mean, the name
brunch?
of the dish is, was it brunch you said?
I mean, this is like any time, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it's clearly breakfast hours are
Whoever hands out
pretty much
really
over.
good.
My,
That's all you did to the pineapple?
my oysters are on the way, right? No.
No, I got you more.
I just took the top off.
Okay, let's see.
You said you got me more?
Yep. One of them looked a little wet and soggy-ish. I didn't know what mushrooms are supposed to look like, but I didn't have a good feeling about it.
Okay.
So let's see how he does it. And we tested him by giving him really bad knives. See how he does.
Oh, you gave me bad knives on purpose?
No, because this is eating while broke and we really broke.
I get it. To be broke is a mind. It's a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna cut that tip off and then use the knife to like go down the sides.
I mean, everybody has their way, I suppose, that works for them. So I got oatmeal in there for, you know, just to help liquefy it.
Mm-hmm.
Raspberries and blueberries.
Pineapple.
Pineapples.
Are you gonna do apples?
And ginger root. Yeah, where are the apples?
They're in the kitchen.
All right.
We gotta. Can you?
You mind
Can you
rinsing
rinse
those
them,
off for me?
Tasha?
What's in there? Apples and what else?
I got Honeycrisp apples. If that helps.
That's I like. That's yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
What'd you say? What was your question? We got bananas.
Yeah, but yeah, what else was in there? Bananas? Isn't it bananas?
Yeah, we have a banana. We
Really?
brought bananas.
Okay.
And then mangoes. In LA, it's like a roll of the dice. You get them soft and you think you've won the lotto,
good
and then
one.
you open it and it's.
This is a good one.
That's because I picked it, guys. I'm a Jamaican, so you know we can smell the goodness in it. So RAHEEM DEVAUGHN,
Hey, what's up?
what are you cooking us today?
Well, right now, I'm making you a good smoothie.
And what are the
Which is
ingredients
like,
for
which is
it?
like you know, smoothie is like a liquid. You know, it's almost like a meal within itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What are you putting in it?
Some mango, some fresh mango, pineapples, blueberries, raspberries, oat milk, a little splash, apple juice, Martinelli. It's my favorite. I prefer the one in the bottle.
And that's 100% juice, no sugar or anything, right?
Yeah, there's no sugar in there.
In the apple juice I was talking about. I was always curious about that.
Oh, the Martinelli?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah.
We're keeping the skin on the apples. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little skin.
Mm-hmm.
For you.
I'm curious, are you an apple snob?
Apple snob.
Yeah, like I will only eat
Is
Honeycrisp.
that plug in? You know, I wouldn't say I mean I don't
Tosh,
say
we have to unplug it from
I
the
wouldn't
stove.
say apple snob
From the inside.
But
Oh, yeah. No. From the
Yeah.
the inside. Sorry. Just unplug one of them, and then we could use it for the. Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily like an apple snob, but
What's your favorite?
definitely I can go for a crisp apple.
A Honeycrisp?
Like a Honeycrisp or a crisp apple, a crisp green apple.
Okay.
You know, but I think Honeycrisp are the best though.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely Team Honeycrisp. All right, is this on?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, let's see how it goes, baby.
We don't even have. Oh, do we have cups?
Let's do glasses.
I don't think we have glasses. We don't have. We don't have glasses. Raheem's gonna be like unacceptable. I was gonna ask about that. What's the deal with the Manuka honey? Why did it have to be Manuka honey?
Well, this is definitely not a broke
No, that honey was like $20. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not a honey.
I want to try a spoonful of it.
Definitely not. Yeah, it's amazing.
We don't
for you.
have
a spoonful will be amazing for you. Like.
We don't have any. This is definitely it.
Yeah, no, there's spoons. I found spoons. I can go grab. I know.
We'll have Tasha get one.
I did find my way around the kitchen.
Tasha, can we get spoons? Look, yeah, he'll let us have those cups.
I did find my way around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some spoons.
Can we get some spoons? We're gonna test what $20 honey tastes like.
Yeah, Manuka honey is like, I do, one of my favorite things to sip on and like throughout the day is like Manuka honey, fresh squeezed lemon, fresh cut ginger, boiling hot water, and cayenne pepper. You just kind of put it in
like it's in the hot water, just like as a tea?
Yeah, you make it as a tea. You just kind of put it in a, you know.
Thank you.
And kind of like a brewer, you know, the jug. It keeps it warm. A thermos.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, you just kind of just let it sit for like hours because it stays warm. And let it marinate and just like sip on it throughout the day. It's like amazing.
Okay, let's try this bad boy. Oh, you have to make. Is it hard?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, but it is. You know.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
It kind of depends on the brand you get. Go ahead and try it.
Look at the consistency on that bad boy. That's not what I was expecting when I thought of honey. Tastes different. The consistency is different.
Huh?
That's pretty good.
Good, yeah.
It's like butter. It's like honey butter. That's pretty amazing.
Have another like bowl.
Do you usually put ice in yours?
I mean, we can. I didn't know we had ice.
We definitely don't. I was just curious.
I was gonna ask. I didn't want to push it. Yeah, I would. I mean, definitely in this case, I would like let it chill a little more.
I don't think we have ice.
But it's not like bad, you know. Say when.
When. For the record, I can see me totally eating Manuka honey plain. It is that good.
No, yeah, it's good. It's like really great for you.
That's true. And then you didn't put kale in this or anything? Kale, huh?
I didn't. No, I was going to.
You spared me.
Would you like a little kale? It's not going to taste bad.
Do you think we should?
I mean, I got other plans for the kale.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, cool. Let's try it. Cheers. It's like a good smoothie. Definitely should have got you some ice. Because you know how when it has the ice chunks in it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just, you know.
Okay, so we eating good in this house today. We're not eating broke.
This is really good.
This is really good. And shout outs to Manuka honey because never had that before, but that was absolutely something different. Definitely, Jared, definitely try it.
Yeah, just something that I can, maybe if you take the apples out of there.
The Manuka is right there.
The leftover fruit can kind of like, you know what I mean? Go in there for now. I may make one to go later on.
Okay, when we make the actual dish, like not the actual dish, but the main dish, Jared, can we go back to traditional?
Yeah.
Okay. Tash, you want to try some of this? It's delicious. Did you put the ginger in it?
I did. You don't taste it?
I barely taste it.
It's a slight little kick. Ginger is so strong, you know? Ginger is so strong, you wanna...
I love ginger. It's looking like a real kitchen. All right. Do you want us to help you turn over to the next?
Yeah, that'd be great. So we're gonna do the cleaning board needs to be clean.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Eating While Broke. I'm your host, Coline Witt, and today we have Grammy Award-winning soul and R&B recording artist RAHEEM DEVAUGHN in the building.
Hello.
Hello, and he's already made my first round of dish. He made me a smoothie with, pineapple, banana, ginger root, raspberries, blueberries, manuka oil, manuka honey.
Manuka honey, yeah.
So I'm already drinking good. No yoo-hoos for the table this round. And now we're cooking something else for me. I feel really, really special right now.
Yeah.
So what are you making for me right now?
I'm just doing like some garlic kale.
Garlic kale.
Fresh garlic. Letting things heat up over here, hooking it up.
So we talked before, and we were talking about how this show's all about eating while broke, but what I loved what you said was like, no matter how broke I was, I still made sure to eat healthy.
Healthy, yeah, to eat healthy. Like, believe it or not, mushrooms and, one red pepper, maybe a little bushel of kale. It's not as expensive as one may think, you know what I mean?
It really wasn't. So
Yeah.
some of the team was like, oyster mushrooms, it's so expensive, it was $3. Now the question is, what are you gonna make for me officially?
Yeah.
That's the real question, because I was over here thinking it was scrambled eggs with mushrooms.
Little mystery dish.
I'm super excited about it.
Yeah.
So take me back to the beginning days, the hard times for RAHEEM.
I've always been hardworking, you know what I mean? Even in the hardest of times. I've been working since I was 15, 16 years old, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like my first job was Giant Food in Calverton, Maryland, which is like right there adjacent to Beltsville, Maryland.
Is that like a grocery store?
No. Well, yeah, Giant? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so like parcel pickup and eventually, graduated to doing, customer service and working the register and all the things, But every job I always had was in, like customer service. So I think it like prepared me to be able to, interact with people, which is one of my favorite things to do, at the concerts. And yeah.
Did you know early on that you wanted to be in music?
Yeah, I think that's something I always was drawn to, even as a kid, young, you know what I mean? I think I remember seeing like, Motown, 25, the Grammy Awards. I think right around like 84, 85 is when I really got that itch, Yeah.
Now you grew up with music in the house, right?
Oh, absolutely. Single parent household. My father wasn't in the household, but he definitely was in my life. He was a classically trained child prodigy cellist, known by the artist name Abdul Wadud. My mother worked, for, I guess you could say, like in law enforcement, immigrations. Was an officer for a long time, and but mom had the vinyl, the dope vinyl collection. Go through her vinyl collection, just checking out. Different artists, discovering artists like Bob Marley, Quincy Jones as a producer, of course a lot of Marvin Gaye, and then I would spending time with my dad, in his background, classically, and going through his collection and stuff like that. I discovered Prince at a young age. Okay. The Purple Rain album. I totally probably shouldn't have been listening to that album at that age, but I was just fascinated and blown away, by Prince.
Did your parents know you could sing yet, or did they have an idea?
No, I kind of really just like kept that to myself. I think singing, I was a late bloomer, like pursuing the singing thing. First year of college, going to Coppin State College. I graduated from High Point and PG County, and going to Coppin is where I really kind of literally found myself, Yeah.
So before then, they didn't hear they didn't have any idea that, they sent you off to college. They're like, it's gonna go get a college degree. Did you tell them what you were going to college for?
I originally went to college. I was redshirted, but I had a track scholarship. Yeah, you know, as a distance runner, and I thought I wanted to be in law enforcement, and I went for 3 semesters. I fell, you know, I joined a singing group. I fell in love with the art of like singing, and next thing you know, I dropped out, and here we are.
And before you, now in that transition, because I read online, you know, you had kind of harmonized with this group on campus, and that was kind of like the beginning. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then, but at what point do you go home and you say, "Hey, Mom, Dad, this is the road change I'm making"?
Well, it wasn't a going back home. At that point, I'm an adult. You know, I kind of had to kind of figure it out. I slept on a few couches here and there.
Okay.
You know, I had some great friends who, you know, who definitely helped along the way in that process. But I had to figure it out. You know, at some point I became a dad. You know, I'm gonna try a little of that.
Yeah. Well, we're cooking for 2.
All right, cool.
I want you to eat with me.
Yeah, and I kind
of smells good.
Yeah, I like to do it kind of like, you know, in appetizers or.
Oh, is this? Oh, this is like courses?
Yeah, you can kind of like eat it in courses. Okay. You know what I mean? Try different things. We totally
forgot Forks team. Shout outs to them. We're gonna eat with a spoon for now. We don't want y'all back here. So I could try this. I could sample the goods.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna try it. So before I try, I gotta ask you. The road of couch surfing, was there any part of you that was questioning whether this was your purpose?
Oh, I mean, I think definitely through life we question what our purpose is. You know, some people go through their entire life, you know, trying to figure out their purpose. You know, some people find it quicker than others. You know.
How was it for you?
I think I went through the process of from knowing to believing, or from believing to knowing. Excuse me.
Okay.
You know? So you know there's the process of like believing that you can do something.
Yeah. And
then there's something like, you know, absolutely knowing that, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. You know, and I think once I mastered the art of like knowing and manifestation, understanding, you know, the power of prayer, and
what was that epiphany of knowing? Like, when did you know you knew?
For me, it was like doing the open mics and just seeing how people responded.
Okay.
Yeah, to the music, responded to me. You know, I always was an artist that I always had to have, you know. Even in my early career, I had product, I had CDs, I had, you know, something that was tangible that people could, you know, take me home with them, per se. You know what I mean? And once I saw that, or you know, or perform a song, and I would see how people would respond to it, or ask me how could they buy the song, then I knew I was on to something.
Now, typically during that whole process, I would assume you were still struggling financially. So was there anybody around you that's like, well, you know, is the math making sense? Are you still doing side hustles to? Oh no,
definitely still working, day job, side hustle stuff. You know.
What kind of day jobs are you working?
What kind of jobs did I have? Man, I worked at like I said, Giant Food. I worked at
This is after college, after having baby, and still pursuing music?
Yeah. This is like, you know, definitely first son in the picture at this point. You know, working, you know, just trying to figure it out. I worked for Long Fence. I worked for Chevy Chase Bank, telemarketing.
While still doing music?
Yeah, while still doing music.
And is your...
I gotta get this word down. Can we get... Where's my...
Tasha.
Where's my shoe chef? Tasha, help.
Tasha!
911. Tasha, where art thou?
Oh, there she is.
Can we get that rinsed out for me? Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Tasha. So you're, just for all our listeners, he's made a beautiful kale, garlic, salad-y like thing that was like heated over the stove. Now he chopped up the scallions, the onions, and the red peppers.
And tell her to bring some forks too.
Tell Tasha to bring forks. We're definitely going over your time because I feel like the story is starting to heat up just as good as these dishes. Oh,
It's
can you
all
bring
good.
some forks too? Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
So you're pursuing this. Is the mother of your child signaling any type of pressure on you to like maybe possibly give up music? Is there anything?
Nah,
swinging you around?
yeah, that's never a parent, you know, whether it's co-parenting or my parents or whoever. Like at this point, I got in my mind what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, as long as I'm able to provide and you know, for my son, you know, and take care of my fatherly responsibilities, there was never an option to like kind of dictate, like you know, like. Hey,
Because
like,
at this point, you also know, for sure, right?
yeah, I mean, you know, it's tunnel vision. You know what I mean? Like not having a backup plan, knowing that, you know, this is something that you want to do, and then and figuring out. You know, like you know, you figure it out, you master it, you figure out what works for you, and you know, and then it's putting the right time, you know, the right team around you too. You know.
Yeah. So was it early on in your career where you got your first like publishing or writing deal?
So initially, I was signed to a label. Well, not signed to a label. Excuse me. Initially, I won a contest and an open mic contest, and winning that contest, I used that money to get a CD burner. And kind of like start burning my own music, selling it out of the trunk. Another local artist and producer.
How were you recording the music to burn it?
Well, another local artist and producer from the area. We teamed up and mobbed up, ended up getting an apartment together, and we formed a group called Urban Ave 31, which we went on to, you know, make a lot of great music. I need my cooking oil. Where's my cooking oil? I think they brought some in from the.
We did.
Yeah. Cooking oil. Tasha, cooking oil.
The shows would be called Tasha. Tasha, come back here and save us. We need cooking oil. Cooking oil. No, that's olive oil.
Yeah. So we started this group Urban Ave 31. We put out a project called The Healing. You know, I also teamed up with a phenomenal artist from DC. It's kind of thank you.
Thank you, Tasha.
Phenomenal artist from DC by the name of Wes Felton. We formed a group called The Crossroads. So I always been part of these like, you know, groups, and just even in the early stages of my career, I understood what it was to like reinvent myself as an artist. You know what I mean? And that there's, you know, a lot of different genres of music that you know that I liked and I wanted to participate in, and you know, that whole thing. So it's kind of like, you know, figuring out how to do that, be an independent artist at the same time, you know, through the process of it. And eventually, you know, what had happened was that, you know, I met some producers from the area locally who were like super dope, and their managers and people that they did business with managed Genuine at the time. And, you know, I asked Jerry Vines and Cliff Jones at the time to manage me, which they agreed to do. And, you know, I just kind of expressed to them that I just wanted to kind of just like do music full time, you know, and if there was any opportunities to like, you know, sing background for any artist, you know, Genuine, whomever, that I'd be interested in doing it. And, you know, I ended up getting a call for the gig and touring with him, still all the while pursuing, you know, my career, being part of these different group stuff as well.
But at this point, you don't have a day job, right?
Nah, at this point, there's no day job.
Awesome.
So yeah, so you know.
So you got past that hurdle.
Yeah. So now it's like monetizing, you know, in real time. You know. So.
How long would you say that journey was? That span?
Oh man, you're talking anywhere between 2000 and you're saying from like 2002 to like. You know, 2002 I did the deal. So you're talking about, this is like between like 1999, say, or 98 through like 2000, like 2001.
Okay.
You know, where, I just figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out, and
during that
recording recording at the time what would become the love experience, not knowing at the time that that's what it would be, and just never putting all my options in one basket. You know what I mean? I think it, allowed me to be able to do. I could just be part of different things. I'm in this group. I'm doing my solo thing as RAHEEM DEVAUGHN. Like, it's an option to that. You never know what's going to kind of take off.
Yeah.
So, I was just having fun doing it the entire time. Because I believe that anything, what we do, it should definitely be fun, right? And the interest, the buzz started to really start happening, around 2001, rolling over into 2. I started to go to a lot of artist showcases, RCA Records, whoever would have me. Like we got a lot of no's until we finally got a yes.
Okay.
How
did you handle those no's?
I mean, we just never gave up. I just kind of always looked at it like, hey, if it's not gonna happen here, then hey, it's their loss.
Stay what?
It's their loss.
Oh, it's their loss.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
Were there some painful lessons in there that you had to learn about the industry?
I never gave up. You know what I mean? I won't say that anything was painful. I even then I understood that it was timing involved. I still was popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we were doing at that point we're doing college gigs with Urban App 31, and I'm when I'm not out on the road doing my independent stuff, I'm on the road with G, with Genuine. So it's you were
still moving in that forward motion, it seemed.
Oh no, for sure.
And it sounds like you kept busy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the name of the game. Even now, you know what I mean? You gotta stay busy and work, and nobody's gonna give you nothing. You gotta work for it. You gotta grind for it. And you gotta eat.
I have to ask, because this part of the show, I'd have to say, had me the most interested, which is the mushrooms. I know this is a sidebar for everyone, but I've never really cooked mushrooms like this, so I'm just curious.
Yeah, so
what did you do?
Yeah, so we got a little cornmeal, right? And
I saw you season it.
Yeah, and we got the mushrooms popping.
But what'd you put the oysters in?
The oyster mushrooms. I use a little just egg.
Okay.
Right? Just to get it popping.
Okay. And then you let it sit in there, right?
Yeah, I just let it sit in there, marinate a little bit, season it a little bit.
Okay.
And then we got the flour happening. And yeah.
I'm so excited. I've never seen it. So if you would have left here and you would have not gotten to this part, I promise you, I would have been texting your management, tell
them. Good.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I just wasn't
too sure. And the thing about the kale, even as it gets a little cool. There we go. Hear that sound right there?
Yes.
I've been waiting for that.
I was waiting for it when you first put it in. I've seen someone on this show took water and did it, and I was scared. This lady
that's not the move.
Yeah.
That's not the move.
She made some really great onion rings.
That's what's up.
The kale is really good. So you just eat the mushrooms all by itself on the plate with the kale?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a think of this as like a vegan chicken nugget.
Okay.
Finger food.
Do you know if there's any benefits to the mushroom?
I think there's always benefits to mushrooms.
Oh, okay. So where do you see yourself going from here? What's next on the milestones for you?
Man, it's crazy because after 19 years, I'm on a incline still. I'm on a pivot. It's been great. I just finished a 19-city tour with Lettucey, which was amazing. I'm putting out music quarterly.
Quarterly?
Yeah, quarterly. Been putting out these seasonal projects, Summer of Love, Fall in Love, Winter in Love. For spring, we're doing a series of of singles,
Yeah.
you know, which are being received well. So, yeah, I mean, it's sky's the limit. I definitely see myself doing more television and film and things of that nature. But it's still so much of the world that I haven't seen. You know, touring as a recording artist, you know, and possibilities that are out there. Definitely get into some strategic partnerships. Shout out to Gilead Sciences, who was phenomenal. For the RAHEEM DEVAUGHN brand and their brand and all the wonderful work that they're doing in the community, you know, advocating, and you know, they invested over $12 million in grants, you know, to create awareness and break down the stigmas about HIV and AIDS and how it's affecting Black women and girls,
Wow.
you know, here in the country.
What
here in the
made you
States.
want to partner with them?
Well, you know, I do a lot of community work.
Yeah,
You know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when I'm not, you know, preparing meals.
Gourmet dishes for me?
Yeah, gourmet dishes
This is
for
the
you.
most gourmet eating while broke episode, I promise you. I'm gonna go home and try to do all of this.
Listen, you can do it. You can do it. You can eat while broke and still be, you know, healthy. You know what I mean? Which is the name of the game. You know.
I'm gonna be really judging the mushrooms really hard. By the way, I have another random question when it comes to the mushrooms. Earlier I had said when I was looking at the packs of mushrooms, one of them, they look like really wet. Is that like a sign you shouldn't buy mushrooms if the packet inside the package?
I looked at them. I think they're pretty good. You know
No,
what
I
mean?
didn't pick the one that was.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I left it out.
I think if it's ever in question,
Oh, okay.
if you ever have to ask, then yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, I don't know.
I would definitely say trust your impulse on that. You know, trust your gut on that.
But the ones I got you were good.
You did good. You did good. You did good.
I love how
good.
you're really chefing it.
Hey, you know.
So who are you currently signed to?
I'm currently signed to myself.
That's what I wanted to talk about. So what was you? You were signed to Jive at one point, right?
Yeah. So Jive was from 2002. The first album came out in 2005, and then by 2011, you know, January 1st, 2011, is when I became independent again. So it's about 15, 16 years, give or take, that I've been indie, you know, and
What would you say the pros and the cons of being indie are?
man, I mean, definitely you make more money long term. I mean, I think the main thing is about the ownership of it, you know, and just being able to just kind of just dictate your destiny. You can put out music when you want, you know. Yeah, it's just something about having your own, and just, you know, and having ownership is so important, you know.
On the first record, on that record that you put out with Jive, though, was your did you not get to own majority of it, or what was that deal?
Well, no, I mean, I'm a published writer and producer and all these things, you know what I mean? So being independent comes down to having ownership of the master, like, you know. Yeah, so, you know, bucket list, I definitely want to go back and get the masters for the Love Experience album, Love Behind the Melody, and the Love and War Masterpiece in particular, you know, which were the 3 releases that I had with Jive, you know. Yeah.
I know when we interviewed, I interviewed Bone Thugs and Harmony here, and they were still waiting. I think they had like another year before they can get their masters or something like that. And it was really important to them too.
Very important thing. I got a baked potatoes going in your other stove. So
this is really cooking.
You're gonna have to. You got to excuse me.
Oh, you're gonna go and go get them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I just want to.
We're throwing a commercial.
I'm hoping prayerfully that they go. We're gonna take a quick Love King break, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be right back at 2 Finger Snap.
And I'll just eat really good. I low-key want to try the garlic direct, but I'm low-key afraid to. I'm afraid to bite into it and it's like really, really strong. I want to see this too. Oh, wow. Smells good. So guys, just so you know a little behind the scenes about Raheem, he's really into this cooking thing, okay? We try to like tell him, no, you don't have to make smoothies. No, you don't have to do all this. Hey, we'll pre-cook, we'll pre-chop everything. He was like, no, I got this. He's like really into cooking. So if you ever wondered if he was really into cooking, he's really into cooking. He seems like real legit with this. Most guests, we can talk them out of it really easy. Raheem's back, everybody.
I'm back.
He's enjoying this cooking, okay? Do you want me to open these? Do you want me to do anything or just
Nah, you can't do that.
sit back? Okay.
Don't be messing around in my kitchen now.
He's enjoying this. Do you see this? So when you're at home by yourself, do you cook like this?
I cook in spurts. Life is, it's interesting. This is the busiest I've ever been in my entire career. So, yeah, to have time is always the challenge, Yeah, so, that's the challenge. Time is the challenge.
So what's your cheat meal when you're this busy? Sorry.
I mean, this is like a go-to. Like if you get like a hotel room, with the kitchen. You know what I mean? You don't have to have the gas, stove. You can have a couple of ingredients and just do your thing. You know what I mean? This is like a.
Is there a reason why you choose the Himalayan salt?
It's healthier.
I feel like it's also a little saltier, no? Or am I tripping?
I don't know. I mean, it could be a little saltier, but it's definitely a lot healthier though.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a lot healthier. Yeah, definitely a lot healthier.
But you're not vegan.
I have been vegan most of my life. I had periods where, I do, I'm currently like, I guess I would say pro-tarian,
Pro-tarian?
And in the sense of...
You dip your pinky into the animal world?
Yeah, I'll do lamb.
Okay.
And I'll do wild caught fish.
Okay, why lamb?
Ever that. I just feel like it agrees with my digestive tract.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It just agrees with me. You know what I mean? Me being the blood type that I am, and just.
Oh, did you get one of those blood type thing tests?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to get one of those done because a doctor told me I was allergic to red meat. So if you hear enough episodes of Eating While Broke, you hear me say.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, so it's just like. It's good to know like what what agrees with your body, and what serves your body best. You know what I mean?
What made you get that test?
I feel like you kind of like are indirectly slowly poisoning yourself by doing anything other than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Yeah. So.
It also takes, I think, maturity because I was telling my friends I knew I was allergic to red meat at the age of 24, but I didn't stop till I was like 36.
And why do you think? Why do you think?
I thought I was just immature. It's an immaturity.
Yeah.
Now, if I see oxtail or short rib, I'm like, no matter how much I love you, I'm not doing it. This is the part I've been dying to try. Can we show it to the camera?
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. That looks legit.
Yeah, where's my dogger?
I'm excited about this. Here we go.
And you got some options of.
Do we have dipping sauces?
Sorry.
Options.
Yeah, you have dipping sauces too. Absolutely. Let's see, let's set that right there.
I'm gonna try and make this at home. I'm gonna send your team some pictures of it.
So you got.
Oh, okay. We got sauces. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to. I'm gonna try it. Here we go.
So we got teriyaki sauce right there, and we'll do.
So, who was your favorite collab in your career?
My favorite collab?
Yeah.
Man, I worked with a lot of people. Of course, Ghostface, Raekwon, definitely always bucket list stuff. DJ Jazzy Jeff, Kenny Dope. I can't say like I have necessarily a favorite.
Bless you. Do you have a favorite, at least, collaboration where it was an overall just great experience from beginning to end? Or experience that surprised you?
Man, I think the Roots, me working with the Roots and just the way that whole situation happened with Rich Nichols, who was kind of like the hidden member / I guess you could say manager for the group. Being in the studio with Raymond Angry and Black Thought, working on these records one-on-one. At the time, Rich kind of being very specific about what type of records he wanted me to make. There's a song on there called "A Man with No Future," and the irony of the song is that I didn't know at the time, and I'm not sure how many people knew at the time, but Rich was terminally ill. So he had me. So I remember having this conversation with him on the phone about creating this record about a man with no future, not knowing that I was making basically like the soundtrack to his life.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I don't know if he ever shared that with Black Thought, but it just yeah. So it's kind of.
When did you find that out?
Well, when the album like literally he passed like the week that the album dropped, or like I want to say like right before the album dropped, like maybe within that 30 day. I can't remember the timeline, but like, and it was just like wow, like Rich and then it came out like hey, Rich had been sick. So then I started going back to the conversations that we had been having about the music and how specific he was. He when he told me the concept of what he wanted, and what the production was saying to him, and then I'm like, yo, wow, this was about him. How's your food?
I want to try it. I'm gonna try it right now, guys. I'm gonna try it without seasoning.
I'm going in.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going in. You see the chicken vibe?
It's chewy. It's not dry like chicken.
Not dry like chicken.
It's good.
Tender, yeah.
It's tender. Well, it's chewy a little bit.
Yeah,
It's tender, but it's chewy. I wasn't too sure if I could like actually successfully bite it, so I shoved the whole thing in, guys. Which one was the teriyaki? This one? This one?
Yeah, I think that's teriyaki, yeah.
Okay, I gotta try it. I feel like this would go really good with ranch, by the way, guys.
Yeah, a ranch would do. Me, myself, I'd have to do like a vegan ranch.
I think that's barbecue. You tried this one?
Yeah, that's barbecue and that's teriyaki, yeah.
I'm gonna eat all of these, guys. I don't know if I'm hungry or if I just like it.
I think I might be onto something, guys.
Someone's gonna come into my house and be like, "What are you making?" I'm making
yeah,
fried.
It's banging with the barbecue.
Really? I'm gonna try.
The barbecue. That's it.
Yeah. Barbecue's way better. But
the barbecue gives it the pop.
Is there a reason why you chose the cornmeal coating? I'm gonna eat all of these. Did you have more? Or did I am I eating all
more.
of it? Oh, there's more.
Okay.
I don't want to be that person that like eats all the food and the guy looks up and he's like, "Wait, did you eat it all?" That happened to me one time. I was really embarrassed. Really embarrassed. But this is really good.
Where's my sous chef?
Nasha?
Yeah. I need the sour cream and cheese out of the fridge. Yep. And
does your team know that you're passionate about cooking?
Yeah, why do you think I'm here?
But I'm saying because I think Tony's gonna murder us.
No.
You got him. You're gonna be able to have.
You're not gonna even speak that into existence.
Okay, good. I feel the pressure. I'm gonna eat all of these. Is there a reason why you chose the cornmeal coating?
Yeah, I mean.
No.
No. The
there's a vegan.
one.
It's like on the table.
Yep.
It's on the table. It looks like a little thing.
Yeah.
What's that?
And what we're gonna do, because we're gonna have to.
Here, don't do this one.
We're gonna have to.
I just don't trust it.
Improvise a bit. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? My knife.
Oh, right here. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just sit it right here from.
I hate to keep asking this, but is there a reason why you use the cornmeal outing, the cornmeal outside on versus any other breading for the mushroom?
I just like the texture.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
How you like it?
I like the texture, but I was just curious, like if it was a flavor thing or if it was a texture
I
thing.
think, yeah, flavor and texture, you know.
I'm curious if you were to do this cornmeal outing with a different bread, how it would.
Now, if I'd have had more time, I probably would have did a. I probably would have fried it and then put it in the oven for a little bit too.
Why?
Just to give it
Okay.
a little more oomph, a little more
I'm gonna eat
pizzazz.
all of it. I'm waiting for more. It's good though. Yeah, so the only reason why I was saying that is either it's like I like the texture, but I feel like either mixing it with another breadcrumb or maybe adding like garlic powder and onion powder or something maybe to it.
Well, you know, the thing is too, it's in the key is in seasoning. You know, you can season your flour. Yeah. So again, you know, it's really about how much time you have. You know, usually when you're eating broke, you're trying to get to somewhere to make some money.
This is so good. This is. I'm glad you did this because it's teaching all of us that we can eat healthy.
Yeah.
And on a budget.
No, for sure.
And that you can also be vegan and also eat on a budget.
Absolutely.
Which I never knew. But I've been watching these new videos that people are like turning like lion mushroom. Have you ever seen a lion mushroom?
Yeah, for
They,
sure.
Like, turn them into steaks.
Absolutely.
You do that?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a potential
Where
option.
are you based out of?
DC.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the DMV.
Oh, man. Just come back every day and just show us a new vegan lesson. Okay, so
I mean, that sounds good. Sounds like it's good to the palate.
it's amazing.
Like I'm doing a good job here, ladies and gentlemen.
What are some things that fans would be shocked to know about you, besides the fact that you love to cook?
Maybe I guess my love for community and just the work that I how passionate I am about the community work that I do. And then I guess there's a passion too for the passion that I have for working with community, but then also just like the fans, like you know what I mean, the meet and greets and just the way that exchange that happens live, like something that's very important, very, very important to me.
Was there anything that happened during your career or life that was like a major pivotal moment?
Yeah, the loss of my dad. It's going on 2 years and my dad passed, and I could say that it's definitely been a pivot for me. In the sense of I'm gonna kind of do you something because we're pressed for time and we are eating while we're broke. I'm gonna do like a diced.
You are really cooking me.
We're gonna do like you a diced.
He took the potato and sliced it.
We're gonna call it a diced not mashed, a diced baked potato vibe. You know what I mean?
Okay, this looks legit.
Yeah, we call it a Mexican.
I've never seen anybody do this.
Yeah, we'll see how that.
You're really showing off.
How that.
He's showing off.
We'll see how that does you there. Let's see, and let's take that off there, so we don't burn things in here.
Do you have to take those out?
We don't burn the house down.
I'm gonna stay out of the kitchen.
All right, I think we pretty much. Tony's gonna be excited because we pretty much.
No, wait, I gotta hear the rest of
pretty much done here
about your dad. I hate to bring it up.
Yeah, so yeah, about that. It's basically where's my sour cream? Yeah, so it's basically like that's when you lose a parent, child, a loved one, something of that magnitude will it can break your spirit like completely. Like some people don't bounce back from situations like that. You know what I mean? Like mentally, just talk about depression and just like all the things, right? So but for me, it's definitely been part of my pivot. One me knowing that that energy is always around me, and just knowing that the spirit lives forever. So I feel my dad and my loved one and my ancestors and and all that I do.
Do you feel like your dad was very proud of you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think the toughest part for me is probably has been having to it's after the shows, because my dad was the type of person.
Sorry, I had to show.
Yeah, so my dad would be the person that would like call me, you know, once the show was done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, how was the show tonight? Type vibes.
Nah, you can skip it.
No jalapenos?
No, I'm good.
Okay, all right, cool.
I like the way it looks, but I know what that tastes like, right? That's fire,
Yeah, but
right?
they're not. Yeah,
all right, let's do the thin one that's farthest from the seed.
Let's do
I
this.
heard the seed is it.
I break you down one into like, just for the presentation.
I love how passionate you are about this. What would you say your secret ingredient would be to life? Like if you had to say one secret ingredient to life, what would you say it is? Am I allowed to try this?
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, dive in. Yeah, I would say my secret ingredient to life is
Cooking. No, I'm joking.
nah. It's you know,
It is
it's the
so
I
good.
think it's the art of hustling. You know what I mean? Like like just, you know, it's the art of hustling. Understand that you're gonna go out and you got to get out and go get it. And you know, part of the art of hustling is like it's not only manifestation, but it's about at the end of the day, you know, it's about ownership. You know, and for me, you know, one of the greatest intellectual properties is my music. You know. So for example, the deal that I have with even.biz and how I'm utilizing that new platform that's out there for great artists. Any artists out there, if you're independent artists, you want to make 80% of the revenue, you want to go from 0.03% streaming wise and have exclusivity to where you can bring your fanship to one place and see your streams go from, you know, get paid off of your streams, you know, a fraction of a penny versus $2. I think the $2 or $1.25 sounds good to me.
On what platform is that?
And that's even.biz, even.biz, B-I-Z. And, you know, I released the Winter of Love project there first, which is still doing extremely well. And now I'm doing side artist deals with phenomenal artists like the poet Rob Brown, who just dropped her project. There's No Place Like Knowing. You know,
when you say you're doing what does that mean?
So that's like RAHEEM DEVAUGHN presents.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know, presenting other artists and using my platform to, you know, to expose my fans and music lovers to new art, you know, new poetry, you know, phenomenal poets, musicians, you know,
well, you know,
sax
once people
players.
see this, they're gonna ask, well, how do we get our music in front of you so we could get on that radar?
Oh, it's so easy. I mean, I'm not hard to find. I would say definitely start with the Instagram, Raheem_Devaughn. My official website, RaheemDevaughnOnline.global. You know, slide in the DMs.
Now, sometimes
you know,
I
holla
notice
at
when
me.
you slide in DMs, some of those DMs have blockers. How do you know if yours does or doesn't?
Well, I mean, I only have one page, artist page, and if you know, I'm very, very engaging. You know, on the platform. So yeah, it's, you know, holla at me. You know what I mean? Part of being an independent artist, and I think a successful independent artist is, it's about being accessible to the fans. How do you like your
I just want to say,
diced baked potato?
this is the most inappropriate question I will ever ask a guest, but are you single? And the only reason why I'm saying this is ladies.
I'm dating.
Ladies, I gotta say this, okay?
I'm dating.
I have to say this. This man cooks for you. It's the end. Why is it? What's sweet in this? Is it the potato? What that has a sweet kick to it?
You got a little sweet kick. It's probably the sour. It's the vegan sour cream. Yeah.
Jared, you're back there. I promise you, this is the best potato you'll ever have in your life. I was nervous for you putting that concoction of peppers.
That ain't your average baked potato. Like this. That's a diced, slice and diced.
This wins best potato by far. This can win an award competition.
Well, I'm gonna have to come back.
Are you gonna try it? You're gonna try it? Have you had this before?
I gotta have a little bit.
Let me just tell you something.
I'll be honest.
This is the best potato I've ever had in my life, and I am stealing this recipe for life, guys. It's vegan sour cream. I'll be
honest with you.
Peppers.
I'll be honest with you. I pulled an audible because I know that we got time constraints. So I had to I had to pull an audible.
A what?
An audible. I had to pull an audible. I had to call a play.
This is the best play of my life.
The stove.
This is the
electric stove in the other room was not being
I've ever
compliant.
had in my life.
So I had to.
How long did you bake those potatoes for?
I did the best I could with what I had over there in the stove over there.
All I know is that I told him this. I texted the booker while I was driving. I was like, I can't believe we forgot some ingredients. I'm personally driving to get them. And I texted her. I said, whoever is dating this man is eating good. And then I tried the potato, and this is amazing. This was amazing because I would have never thought to mix cheese with the peppers the way you did. All right, Raheem. You may have to release a cookbook or something to go out with them albums. You think I'm playing? Is it not delicious?
Okay.
It's hella delicious, right?
Yeah, this is just.
It's something different, right?
Yeah, this is the best.
It is, right? Have you made this at home before?
Reward.
It tastes good, right? Am I tripping?
Now, I'm trying to figure out. Maybe no, I didn't. I know I didn't use this plate to cut ginger. Oh, I know what it is.
What?
I used the minced garlic paste and the ginger paste. That's where you get to kick the sweet kick.
Okay.
So it's giving it
you mixed it where when you were doing the onions and the peppers?
When I marinated the vegetables. So this is a good marinade. It's kind of like my go-to.
So he did the.
So I marinated the vegetables and then we topped it with
With the toppings. I told you it tastes. I was thinking it could have been that you chose red potatoes.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It tastes bomb, right?
But the key is you can't use too much though. Ginger can be overbearing, garlic, ginger.
Look at the way he's eating it. Best, one of the best dishes on the show. I'm glad that you are passionate about.
Scoop the jalapeno in there, you know what I mean?
And you know what this also says about you is that anything that you put your hands to or touch, it seems like you go 100%. Because even you could have, I tried to give you a lot of, hey, you don't have to do all this. But I noticed you were like, no, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it 110%.
No, we got to do it right. We got to do it right.
Yes. And I had to listen to Bulletproof the whole time I was shopping for you.
Oh, this is amazing. I like this.
This is amazing, right?
Yeah.
It sucks because I always try to share some with Jared, our camera guy.
So this is going to be my sliced baked potato.
Hands down, Beth.
The sliced baked potato. That's what it is.
Have you ever sliced it too?
Yeah.
It's the best potato. Everything else was great. The potato is the #1 best potato in the entire 3 seasons of Eating Wild Bro.
Wow.
Yeah. You are the champion.
You hear that, guys? The GOAT.
They're going to try it. You guys are going to try it. Is there any way your fans can keep up with you? I know you mentioned Instagram, but we're about to close out, so I want to see if I covered everything or if I'm missing anything. Once the cameras go down, I'm like wolfing all this stuff down. Can you sing us too? Oh, and he was singing like a little Eating While Broke song earlier too. You were harmonizing us. You could close out with a song. Look, he's trying to swallow. I'm sorry.
You can't eat and sing at the same time.
No, people hate when we eat and talk too.
This has been amazing. Thank you for having me. It's been an honor to feed your belly and
get our kitchen nice and dirty, our set nice and dirty. You're like a real cook. Look at that. So I want you to, I try to make all the singers. I think we had Mario, Neo, Now, Raheem, we want you to sing a reminder of who you are.
Sing a reminder.
Yeah, so I had Neo sing like a little, and Mario sing a little, and we gotta have you sing a little. We should do a snippet of who.
I gotta wash it.
Wash it down.
Jesus.
It's so good. Did you mix it with your smoothie?
Yeah, it's just a little smoothie backwash. It's not gonna.
Okay. All right. I hate to put you on the spot. He was singing earlier in the kitchen when he first got here.
Oh man, you're gonna make my life so complicated.
I love it. I'm gonna do a thing of like, you could guess who sung what.
I'm gonna have to do like a food truck or something.
You have to. I promise you, those potatoes are gonna sell like hotcakes. Take a breath.
This is the best apple juice.
Bruh, I don't know how you're talking about the apple juice, but the potato was the best thing that ever happened to anyone's kitchen.
Ain't nothing like a woman, strong woman, well-fed woman,
Yep.
fed by RAHEEM DEVAUGHN kind of woman. Well,
I love it.
This has been another wonderful episode of Eating
Wild Broke.
Wild Broke. I am RAHEEM DEVAUGHN, the Love King of Soul and R&B. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Peace out, y'all.